What's up, man? It's your boy Young Jules, and you're tuned in to BNR Weekly. You already know.
You're watching.
You are now watching
BNR Weekly. I hope you guys are paying attention and tuning in.
And you're watching BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly. And you rocking with BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly. Shout out to BNR Weekly. Yeah.
Welcome to another edition of BNR Weekly. This your boy Maintain, producer of BNR Weekly, and I'm sitting right here with one and only Mr. Young Jules. What's up, brother?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the BNR Records representative, fresh off of his Coastin' mixtape.
Yes, sir.
Which done pretty well, man. What you think, man?
I'm very excited about the reviews and happy to hear that people's really receiving the content of it, and it's going in a good direction.
So you got a lot of good reviews off of the mixtape, man, and actually a lot of placements on some huge websites. So we're talking about allhiphop.com, we're talking about thesource.com, Mechanical Dummy, Hip Hop Since 1987. I mean, the list goes on, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
how does that feel?
I mean, it's a good feeling, and it's only the beginning, so I'm so focused right now that it hasn't really. All right, it's a good feeling, and it's something different, it's something special. It hasn't really hit me yet. I kind of just get so focused on, I guess, where I'm trying to take it that these are just like, small milestones or whatever. But yeah.
Right. And we do have a special guest here with us, ladies and gentlemen. We got the lovely Summer Myers. Say hi, Summer.
Say hi to the camera.
Well, yeah,
She up next.
She up next. So yeah, that's our special guest for the day, y'all. But yeah, man, I mean, it has to be a great feeling to get the response that you did get off of the mixtape. And we got a few tracks. I mean, the first being Coastin', which the music video was crazy, directed by Josh Casher himself, and being our studio, man. Tell me about the making of the Coastin' mixtape and the response.
Yeah, it was something that we really had to, kind of put a lot of work into, after kind of being out for a while and, getting everything right and, getting everything situated personally. Yeah, man, it was really time. The Coastin' mixtape finally got done. We pushed it out. The video is dope. Glad to have Jorge. He custom made all the bicycles from that joint. Yeah, and
Low riders.
yeah, man, it's getting a lot of good responses. So yeah.
And then you dropped the second music video, which was shot in a special time, in a special place. During South by Southwest, man. Talk to him about that music
so
video.
The video was called Shine, and we shot that down in Austin, Texas. During South by Southwest, so it was amazing. Just good feedback, good energy from the crowd down there. If you could see all the millions of people that were just down there, and random cats just jumping into the video. Nobody was like paid actors or anything. It was just, much love and much energy. One of the funny stories I tell people is by the mural where we were shooting, this one girl stopped traffic, jumped out of her car, and then ran up and then started dancing, and then ran back in her car. And so that was the randomness that we got to see down there during the shoot, but it was all love and it felt really good. Yeah.
So did you see the video, Summer? Did you like it? Yeah, I think you did. I think that means yes. All right, so fresh off of that, we came back to Charlotte and you got a chance to hang out with some people at UNC Charlotte. One being a Daz of the Touch of Daz show, and talking to the UNC Charlotte students. How was that? Talking to those UNC students.
I mean, it was definitely good. I like just how laid back it was, especially being on campus. Haven't been on campus in years. And it was a good interview, good setup, and we were getting some good responses on Twitter, and
So and the reason why I wanted to talk about that is because the topic of discussion, or the major topic of discussion there was kind of like what was happening in Baltimore, your hometown, where you're born and raised at, man. So I mean, it was a very touchy situation and very, close to heart. Can you kind of like touch on that a little bit, if you don't mind, like of what's happening there? And
So I mean, everybody saw, I guess, kind of what was going on in Baltimore with the riots and everything, and just all of the destruction that kind of took place.
Where the governor of Maryland has declared a state of emergency, and the mayor of Baltimore has announced a week-long curfew beginning tomorrow night.
And how the media kind of really focus on more the negatives than the positive. And I mean, the thing that really, frustrated me with the whole situation, or even tickled me, was at the moment when they said that Baltimore was in a state of emergency. And then growing up, and being there all my life, it was like, we've been in a state of emergency the whole time. It wasn't just this one little incident. And
like the National Guard sitting out there, sleeping on floors and the ground.
The type of city it is, and the level of poverty, people don't really understand unless you go there to really understand it. And so to see the people lash out, and then to try to see some leaders step up, but it wasn't in a way that I would agree with. Like, you can't just sit in front of a camera or make a little post and think that that's going to make change, because 4 or 5 months from now, it's not going to do anything. If you're not really going into the communities and letting your face be seen in the communities, if you're not actually, it doesn't even have to all be financial, I was telling them on a radio interview when I was a kid, Sam Cassell, he's an NBA player, and his family's from the hood. He's from East Side, where I'm from. And he randomly just showed up one day, parked his car. I was just playing basketball by myself, and he played me one-on-one on the court. It was just like, let's play. And yeah, he killed me. It was like 12-1, but just to know I just played Sam Cassell,
that's crazy.
Was really cool, an NBA player, and that touched me. Like, wow, he left, being from this neighborhood, but he's still him. He didn't come back on no fly guy type stuff. He just parked his truck, played ball with me, and he's somebody that's actually doing something that's from the community. So I think if the young people really get more of that interaction and seeing people that actually made it, but then come back, not just making posts or, not just trying to speak about something when it's a situation going on, but, just randomly one day just kind of stop by. I think we'll see more leaders being built in the city, once the leaders start really coming back. So what happens with social media, man, it kind of does bring that whole social commentary thing to a forefront, where people are just talking, commentating, rather than activism and acting, no action,
and really just taking the time and understand. Hey, you're right now in Charlotte. You're from Baltimore, so I understand what you're saying. I don't want to just talk about it. I don't want to just post about it.
Right.
I want to be able to put my time and invest my time and effort into the community before I even say anything.
Right.
Okay, got it. So hey, man, y'all check out for Jules. He's gonna come back home.
I'm coming back.
You just gonna get things together.
It's in motion. I don't want to talk about it. I'd rather show y'all action.
He'd rather be about it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about this young man right here, Young Jules. He's more about action and making things happen. And one of the things I want to touch on now is like some new stuff. I mean, one of the things you're gonna make happen is the new EP or the new album. I'm not sure which way you're going with it.
Yeah.
But prior to that, we'll talk about making some just posts, kind of not posts, but releases of remixes or just other tracks randomly during the summer. I mean,
definitely.
What we got
so
going
the
on?
next few months, you'll be just hearing random tracks just come out. I'm gonna be putting out a lot of stuff, so y'all just keep your ears open for it. It's gonna be a ton of fire. And also definitely working on a project. Still finalizing if it'll be EP or if it'll be an actual album. I'm thinking it may be an album. It's called Pyramids and Prisms. And it's such a it's just gonna be really dope. I don't want to get too deep into it, but if you hear close in and you hear, like, I guess, the aspect of delivery that I come from when I'm painting with the words, then you'll kind of understand the direction that I want to take it as far as the album goes. So
Now you see, man, this man is like a family man. I mean, he has his beautiful daughter here with him. He's all about action, and hey, if I gotta bring my daughter on set, I'm gonna bring my daughter on set. Hey man, it's daddy daycare in here. We're gonna have a good time, y'all. But I want to kind of talk about some upcoming things with the summer. I know you said you're gonna be dropping stuff, but I mean, are there other things that we can expect that we may not have seen from Young Jules in the next coming months?
Definitely this year you could expect a lot more, especially from a brand perspective. You'll see more, collaborative efforts coming from, some pretty primetime companies. You'll also hear some music. You also kind of get, a little inspiration as well. We got a lot of things coming, man. But everything's still in plan in motion right now. So until it's all finalized, you know, I can't really just bring it all out in the open. But yeah.
But until then, where can people kind of keep up with the updates? Where can they find you at?
Easily. If you're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you can follow me. That's at Young Jules, YOUNGJULES.
Right.
Yeah. And SoundCloud, same thing. You can go to BNR Records. You can download the mixtape for free coasting. Yeah, just keep up with me.
Yeah, check out that mixtape, by the way. As he said, man, it's free. Got some bangers on there. Got some originals that I think you guys are gonna love. One of my favorite is Valley High, which is kind of like a real smooth track if you just chilling out, kicking it with the homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Actually
Vibing
got
out.
several text messages this week just from random people I met that was just like, man, Valley High is my new joint.
Word.
Yeah. And it kind of, you know, it's so funny that a lot of the mixtape speaks to a lot to what's kind of happening today. So.
Right.
And that was written months ago, but yeah.
That's real. So hey, that's Young Jules. Make sure you follow him at Young Jules on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, wherever, man.
Definitely.
You're gonna find him. And before we go, I want to just kind of show some light, share some light on this shirt. Prodigy GT. This is his label mate, alternative rock band. They released the album. It's called About Damn Time. Because it has been about damn time. It's been about 5 years since they released the album, and they have an event coming up. So yeah, you guys check out for that. So yeah, being our weekly exclusive, Young Jules.
All right, y'all.
We out.
Yo, you already know. Yeah, vibe with the nigga. Vibe.